What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another gaming sessions. And there's two people in this world that I truly, absolutely admire. That if I ever got the chance to meet, and there's one I'll throw on there as well, that I would just lose my mind. Just because they are two of the most creative geniuses and two of the people that have just absolutely maximized my own creative ability, and I admire them, and I love their work. They're just incredible, and they're incredible people. I've never heard a bad thing about them. But one of those people is David Lynch, one of the greatest film directors of all time. In my personal opinion, he is the greatest of all time. And then you have Hideo Kojima. The third one is Guillermo. I mean, Guillermo's just unbelievable. But Hideo Kojima was at the Game Awards last night. This is something that I wasn't expecting. I didn't even know he was working on a new project. Maybe I just haven't been paying close enough attention. But last night at the Game Awards, it was announced that Hideo Kojima, as he walked out of the PT door, which still, fuck you, Konami, for canceling that project, you belligerent assholes. But either way, he comes out the door and then he announces his new game. Now, one of the cool things is this game is with somebody who I admire just as much, and that is Jordan Peele.
Is there somebody else at the door? Everyone, please welcome Jordan Peele to the Kojimaverse.
Jordan Peele is someone who I've been following ever since Mad TV.
Can you tell me what you're doing here?
Yeah, man. I was just about to go have some sex with this teenage girl I met on the internet right quick.
I'm old enough to have seen every Mad TV episode. The same thing was like Bobby Lee, Ike Barinholtz. I loved Mad TV just as much as I loved Saturday Night Live. And Jordan Peele is somebody who just has this incredible gift of just telling the story and really doing it in a way that is completely different and completely original. And that's why I'm extremely excited that they are going to be teaming up together. I'm as excited for this as I was when I heard Guillermo and Hideo Kojima were making a project. Now, Guillermo and Kojima, they went their separate ways. Death Stranding is what Kojima continued to work on, and then Guillermo worked on Pinocchio, which if you haven't seen that movie, you need to go and watch it. It's one of the best animated features I've ever seen in my life. But Jordan Peele and Kojima just, it feels like a perfect match made in heaven. And when I tell you the type of game, it's horror by the way, that they're making, it just makes all the sense in the world. Jordan Peele is an incredible artist when it comes to crafting and narrating horror in a new, unique, original style that doesn't come off as cheesy. It doesn't come off as it's been there, done that, and it doesn't use cheap scares. The ones that are like, those stupid cheap scares. I hate movies like that. Unless you're funny, unless it's intentionally supposed to be funny, then I see cheap scares like that as basically an artist who lacks originality, who lacks actual creative ability. But I'm getting off on a tangent. The one thing that I want, because I saw this trailer, and immediately I was like, okay, I know in this trailer there are going to be Easter eggs that kind of show a little bit, maybe hints at least, what this game potentially is going to be about. And I took a couple of photos, and one of the photos is basically I looked into her eyes, because you see in her eyes there's a white line that even if you're watching through the trailer, you pretty much pick up on it immediately. So I was wondering, okay, well, these white lines here, there's a door, and it has like an exit sign, and then there's like, when she screams, In the trailer, there's like this like almost like shadowy figure, a big, large shadowy figure that comes out. I have no freaking clue what it is. I am so freaking excited for this. I just, and I don't know if it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. It looks like it's going to be Xbox PC, at least timed exclusive or exclusive. I'm not sure. But I'm excited for it. This to me was the biggest announcement at the Game Awards, and one of the actors, well, there's a couple of actors that you see in this trailer. One of the actors, I'm a huge fan of hers. I think she's absolutely incredible, and that's Sophia Lillis. For those who don't know who Sophia Lillis is, which if you don't know who Sophia Lillis is, you got to be living under a rock, or you just don't watch amazing movies. One or the other. She was most recently in Asteroid City. Now, personally, I'm not a Wes Anderson fan. I like Wallace and Gromit, but I don't really care for his movies too much. I appreciate it. I understand what he's going for, and it is his own unique aesthetic. And I appreciate artists who basically do create and craft their own lanes. And he's one of those. But it's just, I'm not a big fan of Wes Anderson. But she was in It, and she was also in Dungeons and Dragons, which, again, if you haven't seen, this is another movie, if you haven't seen, just like Pinocchio, Dungeons and Dragons, you owe it to yourself to watch this film. Dungeons and Dragons is one of my favorite movies that came out in 2023. But she's absolutely incredible. She played Doric in Dungeons and Dragons. I don't think her nickname was Dory. I keep wanting to say Dory, but yeah, it was Doric. But Hunter Schafer is another person. I don't know really any of her work, but she was apparently on Euphoria, and she must have killed it. But yeah, she's another one who's also in this trailer. Kudos to her. Kojima he works only with the best, the most talented, the people who are unique like him. And I appreciate if he got whoever he got in this game. You know they're probably going to be top actors, and both Hunter Schafer and Sophia Lillis are very young actresses. They're who, again, I don't know Hunter Schafer's work, but Sophia Lillis, I know she's an incredible actress. So the other person in this trailer is Udo Kier. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but he has been in quite a few projects. I thought I had recognized him. I thought it was the same actor from Yes Man, but I guess not. A lot of his projects I'm not familiar with, but I feel like I've seen this guy before, and I don't know where I've seen him. Okay, so I was going through his IMDb. Page, and the only one that I recognize is he was in Blade. He played Dragonetti.
Blade. The Daywalker.
But I do remember him in the Blade. That's the only thing I think on his IMDb page that I've seen. But again, if Kojima picks you, you're probably a talented actor. So I'm not going to doubt Kojima and who he chooses for his projects. The one thing that sucks is we don't know when OD is coming out. There's no, this is just the announcement itself is a huge surprise. It's awesome that Kojima is working on something, and it's even cooler the fact that he's doing it with Jordan Peele. But yeah, there's no release date. We'll probably get it in 3 years, I'm guessing, but either way, I'm excited for OD. I was trying to get, like I said, I was going through taking photos and just kind of zooming in and trying to figure out any little detail I possibly could. Maybe I got to look a little bit closer. But if you have seen anything in this trailer that stands out to you, that hints at possibility of what this game could potentially be, let me know in the comments down below. I'm definitely interested to know what your thoughts are on OD, how excited you are about Hideo Kojima and Jordan Peele working together. Let us know in the comments down below, and down below also you'll find the description where me and my brother Rocky's all the socials located. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and thank you so much for watching this video on OD. I'm excited. I'm sure you're excited, and we can't wait for this game to come out. Thank you so much for chilling with me, and we'll see you all in the next gaming session.
I stay out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer curse. If I swim too far, then my head goes under. If we take it as it is, then there ain't no wonder. It's hard to imagine that just one little blunder it creates